Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Whispful Thinking, and it's by Skeptical Mario, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 in every row, column, ooh, we can get a column hopefully, and box. Ooh, we can't get a box. My mouse is acting up a little weird. This is weird. Actually, it might be just my computer. Anyways, German whispers. Adjacent digits on a green line must contain digits that differ by at least 5. So, for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9 to accommodate, because this you have to have at least a difference of 5 between adjacent digits on a German whisper line. Ratio Kropke. Black dots separate digits with a 1 to 2 ratio. That is, one is double the other. Not all such relationships are indicated. So, for example, if this was a 4, this would have to be a 2 or an 8, because you have to have a 1 to 2 ratio between black Kropke dots. And these are called Kropke dots here. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so one thing is, first thing is that on a German whisper line, you can never have a 5. Also, on a cell next to a black Kropke dot, you can also never have a 5. You can't have a 5, a 7, or a 9. But you can't specifically have a 5. So where in box 2 is the 5 going to be? Can't be on the German whisper line. Can't be next to a black Kropke, so it has to be here. So this is a 5. Also, on a German whisper line, it always alternates between going from the sets 1 through 4, which is the low, to the sets 6 through 9, because you can only be 5 away from the next adjacent number on next adjacent cell on a German whisper line. And so therefore it will always alternate between low and then high and then low then high, etc., etc. Because it's 1 2 3 4, right? What is 5 away from 1 through 4? It has to be at least 6 and up, right? What's 5 away from 6 to 9? It has to be at least 4 and below. So that always will alternate between the lows and the highs. Let's see. So we know the 5 can't be any of these. Also, yeah, so let's start doing... Okay, let's use this one. So this one will start with pink, and then we'll make these orange. And then this is pink, right? So we have 2 oranges here. These are all the digits from 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8, right? Because 3, as I said before, 5, 7, and 9 can never be next to a black Kropke dot. So this is 7 or 9. So this is 5, 7, and 9 here, right? Obviously, this can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if that helps us right now. For these two, these are the same set. And these are a different set. Right, so then this has to be either 1 and 2 or 2 and 4, right? It can't be 4, 8 because those are different sets. And it can't be 3, 6 because those are different sets. So this is either 1, 2 or this is specifically 2 and 4, because 4 can never be next to an 4 can never be next to a two unique digits on a German whisper line, right? Because 4 can only be next to 9. So this has to be low. So we know this is low. And these have to be high. So this is 7, 8, or 9, because it can only be next to 2 unique digits, and 6 can only be next to 1 unique digit. So this is 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we know the 2 is over here. These two are different, right? Because we know this alternates. So this is 1, this goes to the other one, this goes to the same one as this one, and this goes to a different one. And it cannot contain a 2. So it can't be 1 and 2. It could be 4, 8. So this could be 4, 8, or it's 3, 6. Either way, if it's a 4, the 9 has to be here. So if this is 4 and 8, the 9 has to be with it. If it's 3 and 6, the 1 has to be here. So if this is 4, 8, this becomes 1, 2, 1, 2. And this has to be 9. And we're not sure what the other one is. If it's 3, 6, it has to be 1. And we don't know what the other one has to be either 8 or 9. Interesting. So this is 9 with 1, 2, or 3, or it's 1 with 8 or 9. We're not sure. Yeah, that's that. This can't be 5, but either of these could be 5. 7 and 9 both have to be here, because it cannot be in either of these two spots. Okay, let's color this one. So it's green, yellow, green, yellow. These are green. This is yellow, and this is green. So there's 2 each of one is green and 1 is yellow. So these have to be opposite colors. Since these are opposite colors, that means these are opposite colors and these are opposite colors. Because these are opposite colors, we have 5 already, 3 pink and 2 orange. Therefore, the last one, we have a 5, and the last one must be an orange. So one of these is orange, and one of these is 5. We're not sure which. These are opposites, again. These are opposites, right? Because we know one of these is green, and one of these is yellow. So this has to be, this is between 3 numbers that are not, that are unique. So this has to be 1, 2, 8, or 9. This does not have to be, could be the same unique number. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell us much. This has to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Because it's next to 2 unique numbers. What does that tell us? You know, one of these is green, the other one's yellow. Oh, actually, no. That's incorrect. So this assumption was incorrect. We don't know it's different, right? It could be green and yellow, but that doesn't guarantee that the corresponding 1 to 2 ratio is of the opposite. It's not a German whisper line for some reason. For some reason, I kept thinking it was a German whisper line. So that's not the case with these. But these ratios still work. So this is 1, 2, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So one of these is green and one of these is yellow, but the problem is that we don't know what these colors are. They could actually be the same still. So it could be orange, orange here. Or it could be one's different and one, yeah, but, yeah. We know the 2 is here. Hmm. Let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This could be 6, 8, 6, 8, and then this is 3, 4, 3, 4. 1, 2 has to be specifically in its own place. If this is 1, 2, that would mean this is 8 or 9. And it would have to be with 3 or 4. Right? That seems fine. Hmm. We know this is one high and one low. This is one high and one low. Hmm. This is next to 2 unique numbers, so this has to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. This is also 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. And these are unique numbers. And they're, okay, yeah, so this is next to 2 unique numbers, so it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. This is next to 2 unique numbers on a German whisper line, so it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Where are the 4 and the 6 going to be? Well, this is next to 2 unique numbers, it can't be there. These are next to 2 unique numbers, it can't be there. Oh, so these can't be 4 or 6. So we know 4 and 6 are guaranteed to be one of these two. Which means the 4 has to be with 8, because we know there's a 1, 2. So this has to be with 8, and then the 6 has to be with 3. So therefore, one of these is 3 also. Alright, so the 4 has to be with 8, because otherwise you don't have 3 pairs of 1 to 2 ratios, right? Because it has 1 and 2 have to be together, and 4 and 8 have to be together. Because otherwise, if you try to put 4 with 2, the problem is 1 and 8 are not in a 1 to 2 ratio, so that doesn't work. So therefore, we know 4 and 6 have to be here, and 3 and 8 have to be here, which means this cannot be 3 and 8, this cannot be 3 and 8. Therefore, this is 1, 2, 7, 9, and this is 1, 2, 7, 9. Now, where's the 4 and 6? They have to be, one of them has to be here, and the other one has to be the 5 then. But then, so that, therefore, the 4 or the 6 has to also be one of these pink cells. So we know this is also 1, 2. This is 1, 2. Okay, so none of these are 9. Because none of these are 9, that means 6 can never be in one of, or sorry, 4 can never be in one of these two cells, right? Because 4 has to be next to 9 on a German whisper line. Therefore, this is a 4-5 pair, a 4-5 pair. And the 6 has to be here, which means the 1 also has to be one of these two cells. So therefore, the 1 cannot be any other cell in 5. And therefore, the 2 can't be, the 2 has to be here then. So therefore, this can't be 2. This is 1, 3, and 8. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. So 1 is one of the oranges. So we know the oranges now are all low. Right? Because we know 6 has to be next to a 1. So therefore, these are all low. So this is, I don't know why it's not clicking. This is 1 and 3. Therefore, this must be 8. So the pinks are high. Therefore, the 8 must be with 4. This can't be 8 anymore. This can't be 4. This can't be 4. So we have a 6 here. They're both high, so this has to be with 7 or 9. This has to be 7 with 7 or 9. Therefore, the conclusion we came to is that these have to be opposite sets is correct, but we just determined it that way now. We've actually determined it. So this can't be 8, this can't be 4. This could be 4, but we don't know. This can't be 2, 4, or 6. So one of these is 2. One of these is 7 or 9. If it's 7, this has to be 1, and this is 2, if this is 7. If this is 9, this could be 1 or 3, and this could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Same here. If this is 7, this is 1, and this is 2. If it's 9, it could be 1 or 3, and this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. If this is 2, it cannot be 6, so this must be 8, and this must be 7 or 9. If this is 2, same thing. This is 8, and this is 7 or 9. Because it can't be 7 or 9 here, because this is a 5, 7, 9 triplet. So 6 is either here, or it's one of these two. So this is 1, 3, 7, or 9. This can't be 4 or 8. It can't be 5. These are opposites. These are opposites. These are opposites. And these are opposites. Okay, what else do we know? What else do we know from this? Okay, so 4 is either one of these two, or it's one of these two, right? Because it can't be any of these. If 4 is here, that means these both have to be 9. If 4 is here, that means both of these have to be 9. That's fine. If 4 is one of these, that means this can never be 8. So 8 would have to be one of these 4. But that doesn't really tell us much either. This is next to 2 unique numbers, so it has to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. Doesn't really tell us much. So 6 can also be one of these 4 numbers. So what happens if this is 4 and 6 here, right? If this... Oh, it can't be. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, these are the same set. So it can never be 4 and 6 here. So at least one of 4 or 6 is here. They both could be here, right? In which case this would be 3 and 2 and 8 or 3 and 2 and 8. Uh, hmm. Say this was, one of them was 6, right? That means the 6 would have to be one of these two. Oops. And therefore the 4 would have to be one of these. Therefore this would be 4. This would be with 2 and 8. It cannot be with 8. It would have to be 2 here then. This would be 3. So 6 would be high then. This would be 9. And this would... that doesn't work. This would have to be 1, 2, and 3, but we know the 3 has to be here. The 4 would also have to be here. Therefore, 6 can never be on the outside. We just showed that, right? So again, if we have a 6 here on one of these points, so let's just use this one now. Say there was a 6 here. This has to be with a 3 in the 1 to 2 ratio. We now know therefore this is one low, so we have 3 lows and 3 highs. Oh, actually, this can't be 4. So, well, actually, one thing we know, yeah, okay, there's another contradiction. But basically, if there's a 6 here, where is the 6 in box 2? It has to be in one of the yellows. Therefore, we know the yellows are high. Therefore, we know this is a 9. And if it's a 9, it has to be surrounded by 3 lows. But the problem is, we already have a low here. Where is the 4 supposed to be? The 4 can't be in any of the green spots because, well, I guess it could be here, but the 4-8 already rules that out. And there can't be any of these two spots because we know they're next to 2 unique digits on the German Whisper line, which 4 cannot be next to. Therefore, 4 would have to be here, but then you have 5 from the low set in box 2, so that's not allowed. So we cannot have a 6 in either of these spots. Therefore, one of them has to be, we know they're opposite sets, so one of them has to be from a 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them has to be either 6 or 8. Cannot be 6, so one of them has to be with 8, which means the 4 does have to be here. We could have a 6. So 8, it's either 8 here and 4 here, or 8 here and 4 here. The other one has to be a low. So it cannot be 4. It could be 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. If it's 1 or 2, it's with 1 or 2. If it's 3, it's with 6. So those are the possibilities. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 8. This is 1, 2, 3, and 8. So, and we know, okay, so we know there's 3 of each set already in this German Whispered line. And we know 4 is here, so it cannot be with 4 again. So 4 cannot be with any of the other lows, because then that would be, again, 5 lows in box 2. So it has to be 6. So we know this is 3 and 8, and this is 3 and 8, because 8 has to be on the outside, and that goes with 4. And 6 can only be on the inside, and that goes with 3. Therefore, we know this is 3 and 8. This is 3 and 8. This can't be 3, 4, 6, or 8. It can't be 5, so this is 1, 2, 7, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this becomes 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, and this is 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 also. Okay. So whichever one that's 8 can go to 1 to 3. Whatever one's 3 cannot go to 7. So this can't be 7. This can't be 7. So we know 9 has to be one of these two. And then 9 has to go with 2 and 8. That's fine. 9 goes with 2 and 8. That's also fine. So we know there's an 8 in one of these two spots. Okay. We know there's an 8 in one of those two spots. But these are opposite. So this 8 would go with this 8, and this 8 would go with this 8. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, one of these is 1 or 2. That means it's low. They're both low. So this is low, actually. One of these is 1 or 2. That means they're both low. This could be 1 or 2, or this could be 1 or 2. They're paired with another low here, which has to be, one of them has to be 3 then. And if this is 1 or 2, it always has one of the lows with it, and it has to be a 3 with it. Same here. If this is 1 or 2, it has to be paired with a 3 with one of the lows. So if this were a low, there would have to be a 4. Right? So either this is 1, 2, and this would be 3, so therefore this could be 4. This would have to be 4 if it's low. Or this is 1, 2, and this is 3, and if this is low, it would have to be a 4. So one of them has to be a low if this is low, high, low. So therefore, since one of them is a low, this would have to be a 9. But the thing is, one of these is 7 and 9 as a high. And we know 7 or 9 has to be here. So therefore, this can never be 7 or 9. Therefore, this is actually, yeah, this is always a low. So this is 1, 2, or 3. It's next to a high, which is 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? One of these is 6. One of these is 6. Therefore, okay, so yeah, this has to be 6 with 1, 2, or 3. Right? Because we know there's a low, we also know there's a 6. Because 7 or 9 is already taken into account. This has to be a 7 or 9. Because it can't be 5. Therefore, the 6 can never be here. Okay, that's good to know. So 6 is one of these two. Okay, this can never be 2. Interesting. Okay, so if this is 4, 8, this has to be 1, 2, and therefore this is 3 or 6. That's fine. If this is 3, 6, this has to be 1, and this is 2 or 4, and that's fine. So there can never be, in the rest of row 8, a 1, right? Because either it's 1, 2, this is 4, 8, and that forces this to be 1, 2, which forces 3 or 6 to be here. We also, okay, so 6 can't be any of these. Hmm. This can't be 2, and it can't be 6, right? So we also know 3 has to be here. So this cannot contain a 3 either. So this can't contain 2. It cannot contain a 6. It can't contain a 3. We also showed if this is 4, 8, this has to be 1, 2. So these can't contain a 1. If this is 3, 6, this is 1, so therefore this can't contain a 1. So it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 6 in any of these spots. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, or 6. It could be 4. Either of these could be 4. Oh, wait, no, can't contain a 4 either, right? So again, if this is 4 and 8, this has to be 1 and 2, and one of these is 3 or 6. We know 3 and 6 can't be here because the 3 has to be one of these 3. It can't be any of these 2. Because it can't be 3 here because this is a 3-8-3-8 pair. It can't be 3 here because it's next to 3 unique digits on a German whisper line. So therefore 3 has to be one of these 3. So therefore these 2 can't be 3s. And 6 has to be one of these 2 because 6 can't be on here because we know 6 is one of these 2. So this can't be 3 or 6. 2 can't be because we know 2 is here. Because it's either 1, 2 or 2, 4 because they're the same set. Now, if we make this 4, 8, this becomes 1, 2, and none of these can be 1. If this is 3, 6, this becomes 1, and therefore neither of these could be 1. But if this is 3, 6, this is 1, this is 2, 4, so neither of these could be 4. If this is 4, 8, neither of these can be 4. So basically we've shown it can't be 1, can't be 3 or 6, it cannot be 2, can't be 1 or 4. So this has to be 5, 7, 8, or 9. And this is 5, 7, 8, or 9. Now we have a 5, 7, 8, 9 quadruple in box 8. So the rest of the box cannot contain a 5, 7, 8, or 9. So therefore this is 1, 2. It cannot be 6 or 3. So this is 1, 2, 4, and this is 1, 2, or 4 because we know the 3 and the 6 both have to be in column 5 in box 8. So this is 1, 2, or 4. This could be 3 or 6. It cannot be 2, and it cannot be 1 or 4. So this could be 3, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 5 because we know the 5 is one of these 2, right? And then this is also 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Okay. What does that tell us? Not sure. Yeah, that's fine. If this is 3, 6, this would have to be a 1, which makes this 2, 4, 2, 4. This would be 6 because of default. So it would be 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. This would have to be 1 with the 6, and then 1 of 8 or 9. This is 2, 4, 2, 4. This would be 1. This would be 6. This would have to be a 3. So it's 3, 8, 9. 1 of 8 or 9 would be here. This would be 5 and 7, 5 and 7. This would be 1. And we have 8 and 9, 8 and 9 here. So that works. If this is 4 and 8, this becomes 1, 2. So if this is 4 and 8, this becomes 1, 2, 1, 2. This has to be a 9 with 1 of 1, 2, or 3. So this could be 6, 7, or 8. It's fine. This is 3 or 6, which is fine. Huh, okay. I'm not sure about that one. Hmm. Well, no, okay, we don't know any other information. We don't know which one is the low. So 4 does have to be one of these two. We're not sure which, though. Right. If this is 4, this has to be 8 to correspond with it, right? And if this is 4, this becomes 1 or 2, which means this is 3 and 6. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. If this is, let's try that. If this is 4, this is 8, this has to be, this is 1 or 2, so this can't be 1 and 2. This has to be 3 or 6, because that would eliminate all possibilities there. Therefore, this is 1 and 2. This would be 6, obviously. This would be 3. 3 would be with 9. So this would be with 1 or 3. Therefore, this would be 2. This would be 8. So far, it's all looking kosher. This would be 4. This could not be 2, so this would have to be 2. This would be 1 or 3. This would be 7 or 9. This could not be 9, so this would have to be a 6, right? And then this would be 7 or 9. This would be 7 or 9. This would be 1 or 3. This could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So far that's looking fine. This cannot be 1 or 2. It's obviously 3 with 7. It cannot be 7, 8, or 9. It has to be 8 or 9. Yeah, this is looking fine. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure if that gets us anywhere. Hmm. One of these two is 5, but that doesn't really help us much. Hmm. So either this is 8 or this is 8. So this can never be 8 here. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? So either this is 8 or this is 8. Either way, it can't be this. So this is not 8. Yeah, because either this is 8 and goes with that one, or this is 8 and it goes with that one, right? Either way, this one sees both of these cells. This one sees both of these cells, so then they can't be 8. Therefore, in this box, in this row, row 4, 8 has to be one of these two cells. So we know the 8 has to be one of these, and the 8 has to be one of these. So this can never be 8, can never be 8. And these two can never be 8, which means this can't be 4. That's interesting. So if this is 4, this would have to be 9. And this would be 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so yeah, let's look at that. So this can never be 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, right? If this is 4, this would have to be 8. This would have to be 9. And it could have a 1, 2, or 3 with it. If this is 3 or 6, one of them has to be 1. And the other one has to be 8 or 9. Okay, so this can't be 8. So this could be 8 or 9. So this is 1 or 9. 3, 4, 6. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. So obviously, if this is 2, this can't be a 2. This would have to be 7 or 9. So if this is 2 with 1 or 4. Actually, yeah. So if this is 2, this has to be 7 or 9, which goes with 1 or 3. And this obviously can't be 2. This can't be 8 either. This would have to be 8. So that would force this to be 4, 6, and 3, which would force that to be 9. Actually, yeah, we also know, so this is still valid. We know 8 has to be here, one of these two. 9 can never be one of these two, right? 3 is always with 9. So the 9 always has to be one of these two cells to be accommodate for the 3. So this cannot contain a 9, and this cannot contain a 9. So if 9 is here, obviously it's with 2 and 8. That's fine. And then the other one's 6 or 7, which is fine. This is 3, this is 9, 2, 8, which makes this 6, which makes this 2 and 1, which means the 6 has to be there. Okay. So one of these 4 has to be a 5, but that doesn't really tell us much. Also, one of these 4 has to be a 7, which also doesn't tell us much. If this is 3 and 6, this forces this to be 4. So if this is 3 and 6, that means this has to be 8, which makes that 4. So this is 1 or 3. Oh. Yeah. Okay. If this is 2, this has to be either 2 with 1 or 4, or it's 3 and 6. If this is 2, this becomes 7 and 9, so this is a high, which forces that to be high, and therefore it's an 8. If this is 3 and 6, it can't be 3 here anymore, and it has to be 8. So either way, this is always 8. So this is always 8, this is 4, this has to be 6 and 3. We probably could, yeah. That was contradiction. Therefore, this is a low, so it can't be 9. This has to be the 9, which makes this a 2, which makes that an 8. So this can't be 8. This has to be 8. So this can't be 8 anymore. This is 1 or 3. This can't be 2. So these are high. These are all high. And these are low. These are high. So this can't be 2 anymore. Therefore, we know this has to be 2. This can't be 9. This can't be 2 and 8. This is 8. So this is low. And this is high. And this is low. So this can't be 3 either. This is 1, 3, 5, or 7. This is 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 4 anymore, which forces this to be the 4. This can't be 6, so this is 2 and 1. This has to be 3 and 6. So since this is a 1, the 6 can only be next to that. So this is 6. This can't be 6. We have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair. So this can't be 7. We have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in box 6. Therefore, this can't be 7. This can't be 1 or 2, so the 3 must be here as a low, and therefore it's always with an 8 or a 9. So the 3 cannot be here. If, If this is 1 and 2, this becomes 3, 4, and 3, 4, right? Actually, no, we don't know. If this is 1 and 2, this becomes 9, so it has to be with 3, 4, and 3, 4. So this can't be 3 or 4 because of that. If this is 2 and 4, this is 3 or 6. Okay, never mind. I don't think that's going the right way. So this can't be 6. This can't be 6. This is 1 of 1 or 2. This is 1 of 1 or 2. This is also 1 of 1 or 2. This can't be 2. We have 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, and 4 here, right? And this has to have a 6. So this is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this cannot be 3 here. So this is 1 or 4. This can't be 3 here. So we don't know much else about that. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. So 8's one of these 3. 4s are there. This can't be 2, and it can't be 3. If this is a high, that means it's next to a 3. So it would have to be 8 or 9 if it's a high. If it's a low, it could be next to 8 or 9. So 1, 2, and 4 all fit there. If this is a high, it would have to be... next to a 1 or 2. So it could be any of 6, 7, or 9. And this could be any of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, what else? This can't be 7 because it's next to a 3. So therefore this is 9, which forces this to be 7. Okay, maybe this will get us somewhere. This can't be 7. This can't be 9. This is 7, so it has to be next to 1 and 2. So this is 1, this is 2, which means this can't be 1, this can't be 1, this can't be 2. So these can't be 1. Okay, so one of them has to be one of these 2. Okay, so this can't be 1, this can't be 1. Since this can't be 1, it has to be next to a 6. Well, yeah, so 6 can never be here anymore. So this can't be 6, which means this can't be 3. So this is 4, 6. This can't be 2. Oh, this can't be 2. So we know this cannot be 2 with 1 or 4. This has to be 3 and 6. So that forces this to be 4, which forces this to be 8. Therefore, this is 9, because 4 always has to be next to 9 on a German whisper line. This can't be 8. This can't be 4, so this is 1 now. This is 1 and 2. This can't be 6. So therefore, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in box 7. So none of 7, 8, or 9 can be in the rest of the box. Therefore, the 6 has to be here, which means this has to contain a 6, because this cannot be a 6 anymore, because 6 can't be here. So 6 has to be one of those 2, which means 6 can't be here. 6 can't be here because of the German whisper line, so 6 has to be here, which means this can't be 6, so therefore this is a 6 here. This is 3, 6 pair, so this can't be 3 or 6. This can't be 9. So that all works so far. This can't be 9 because of this 9, and this is also 1 or 5. This can't be 9 anymore because of this 9, so this must be 7, which forces that to be 8, which forces that to be 9. So this can't be 9. This is 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is a 3, 6 pair because there's no other place for 3 or 6. Therefore, this must be 4, and this must be 5. So this is also 1, 2, 3, or 6. This can't be 1. This can't be 2, also as a low. We know there's a low here because there's a pair already. So one of them has to be low, one of them has to be high. It can't be 1, 2, 3 So it must be 4 here and 9, because 4 can only be next to 9. So this can't be 9. This can't be 7, so this must be 5. This can't be 5 or 7, so it's 3. This can't be 3, so this is 6. That makes this a 3. This can no longer be a 5, so this is a 1, which makes that a 5. This can't be 1. This can't be 1. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can't be 9 here. This can't be 2 because of this 2. It can't be 9 because of the 4-9 pair. Can't be 2, so this must be 7, which means this can't be 7, this can't be 7. So therefore, the 9 has to be one of these two, which means this is a 3-8 pair. Because we know the 9 has to be one of these because this can't be 7 anymore. This can't be 7 because of the 3 German Whisper unique neighbors. So therefore, this can't be 9 or 8. The 7 has to be here, which means this can't be 7. This can't be 9, so this must be the 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 3, so therefore this is 5, which makes this a 4, which makes that a 5, and that 5 makes that a 7. This can't be 3, therefore this is a 1-4-1-4 pair, which forces this to be 3. 3 cannot be either of these two. 3 can't be here. This must be a 3 then, because there's no other place for the 3 in box 9, right? Because this 3 is eliminated by this 3. These 3s are eliminated by that 3, therefore this is a 3. This can't be 1 anymore. This can't be 3. 9 cannot be here. 8 cannot be here. Therefore, this is a 5-7-5-7 pair. This can't be 1. Therefore, a 5-7-5-7 pair in row 8 cannot means there's no 5 or 7 in the rest of the row. Therefore, this is a 6, which means this can't be 6, so this is a 3. This can't be 3. Therefore, this is 1-2-1-2 pair, where that eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of box 8. So this has to be a 6, which means this can't, well, we already knew that can't be a 6. This can't be 7 anymore. We have 1 of 1 or 2 in here, and we also have a 7. So 1, 2, or 7. This can't be 1. This is 1, 2, 4, or 7, but it can't be a 1 because 1 can't be here. This is 2 or 9. This is 2 or 9. This can't be 4, therefore it's a 1, therefore this is a 4. This can't be 1 or 4, so this is 2 or 8. This is 2 or 8. Either of those works. This is 1 and 6 is a pair. This can never be 4 anymore, because if it's a 4, it has to be next to a 9, but the 9 can't be there, so this can't be 4. Therefore, this must be a 4, which forces this to be 9, which forces this to be 4. This can no longer be a 9, therefore it's a low. So we know the yellows then are all lows. The greens have to be all highs. Therefore, this has to be low, so it's a 3. This is 1 or 2. This has to be a 7 because it's a high. This is 7, so that's 1 or 2. That has to be high. This is 8. This is 8. This has to be a high. It's 9. This is a 2, which forces that to be 7, which has a 1-2-1-2 pair. This is also 1-2 pair. This can't be 3 anymore, which forces this to be 6. This forces that to be 1, which forces that to be 6. That has to be 3. That means this is a 2. This is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 1. This is a 2. This has to be a 2 then. This can't be 8. Well, it never was 8. So this was 9. This was 8. This can't be 7. This is 5. Okay, well, that was never 7 either. So this can't be 5. This is 9. This is 5. This has to be a 5, and that's a 9. And that's the solution. Huh. Took me a little while to get through everything. But yeah, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad. Just, maybe also I'm kind of a little slow right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve. I did. This was fun. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.